Am I the a-hole for making my autistic step-brother cry? My mom and stepdad got married 5 years ago and I, 16M, have a stepbrother, 13M, who is autistic. My stepbrother and I get along pretty well. But we have this one problem and now it's bigger. My dad died 7 years ago. It was the worst thing ever and it was so sudden. It was his custody week and I went to wake him because he wasn't up when he was supposed to be and, yeah. I don't like to talk about it much. Ever since I can't do stuff where the dad dies. The Lion King destroys me. Then 3 years ago my grandma, paternal, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and losing her a few months ago was just so unfair so soon after dad. But we lost her before a few months ago. Her memory was gone within weeks of her diagnosis. It tore me up because I was so close to both her and grandpa. Now it's just grandpa and he lost his wife and his only kid, dad. The two of us got even closer but losing grandma made me more sensitive. I'm not a crier normally but some stuff just. A few months ago I was reading A Monster Calls. Grandpa got us both a copy and he said it was something that might help us grieve. I cried while reading it and my step-brother saw me and he asked me why I was being so sensitive and asked if I was trying to be a baby again. I went and told my mom and she talked to him and then my step-dad when he got home. But it happened again a few weeks after when I watched the movie with grandpa and came home and it was clear I was crying. My stepbrother ran to hug me but he saw I had puffy eyes and he said it was so weird to cry outside. I heard my stepdad talk to him again. But I decided after that I would not cry in front of him. 2 weeks ago I was playing Spiritfarer and that game is like a whole experience with grief. But it was something I was doing to try and work through some more because I have seen several therapists but none worked out and were out of options for grief specifically. There was a character who really reminded me of grandma and I cried over her in the game. Like badly. My stepbrother barged into my room and he started saying more shit and I ran out of the house and my mom told me my stepdad had a harder talk with him. But I told her I couldn't be around my stepbrother anymore. She didn't believe me and when he tried to spend time with me I got up and walked away and when he asked why we couldn't do the stuff we used to I told him I could not be around him. He hurt my feelings and made me too frustrated to be around him. I told him he had no idea of how grief can affect us. The more I talked the more upset he got until he cried and when I told my mom and stepdad they asked me why I can't understand that he doesn't get emotions and stuff like us and doesn't have good social skills. I told them I can't deal with him. My mom said she's disappointed I can't try to be understanding when I let him get so close to me. Am I the a-hole?